Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to this week's After Effects tutorial, and today we're going to learn how to do the plasma gun blast effect as seen from the Gear to the Top video. Alright, so as you can see, this is kind of different from a normal muzzle flash. First of all, you got the obvious shockwave and some lens flare here. Okay, let's get started. Drag your footage into new composition. Find the point at which the gun starts to kick back. Sorry, we don't want to move it. So maybe about... Okay, it starts to kick back here. So, should be around here. Starts from around here. Get a charge from the Action Essentials pack. Not a muzzle flash, a charge. Line it up. It's expanding this way, so we should rotate it like so. Alright. Of course, this is in slow motion. We need to go to time stretch, 50%. So it's just a little faster. Of course, you need to set the blending mode to add. And if you don't see it, now you might have to click this button here. Now to give it a more plasma-y look, we're going to add some color actually. We're going to change the color of the element. So right click, go to color correction and hue saturation, tick colorize, and we're going to play around with the hue here, first slider, give it a bluish color, bump up the saturation a bit. As you can see, looks more plasma-y right now. Plasma-y, that's not even a real word, but whatever. Alright, so that's one element down. Next, we need a muzzle flash. No, sorry, a lens flare. So right click, new, solid. Make comp size, the color doesn't matter. I'm going to use optical flares again. If you guys don't have it, you can probably use the inbuilt After Effects muzzle flash, but you know, if you have it, great. If you don't, you can still do this effect. Just gonna find one that looks good. This one looks pretty cool. Alright, set blending mode to add again. Change the position XY to where your gun is at. Of course, you have to line this up as well. So around here, we're gonna move the center position, which is this one here, out a bit. So like this. Okay, now we need to animate the brightness. So click the stopwatch, hit U on your keyboard, go down 2 frames, 1, 2, set a keyframe, another 2 frames, 1, 2, put it down to 0. And the first keyframe should also be 0. So you go from 0 to 100 to 0 again. Actually, it should be brighter, so maybe 150. Okay, last thing we need to add is some displacement. So make another new solid. Make it black. Line it up. Draw a circle. Get the elliptical mask tool. Hold down shift so you can draw a perfect circle. Just position it correctly. Make 2 circles, of course. One inside the other. Line it up. By the way, I'm double clicking so I can select the mask and move it around. If you guys didn't know. Set the second mask to subtract. And just feather it out a bit, maybe by 25 pixels each, so smooth edge. Now I'm gonna pre-compose this layer. Pre-compose. Call it Displacement Map. Move all attributes. Open new composition. Yes. Now I'm gonna copy the footage into the Displacement Map composition. I'm gonna right-click and press Guide Layer, so you can see where we have to position it just as a guide. And for the saw, we're gonna add some fractal noise as well. So go to Effects, right click, Noise and Grain, Fractal Noise, and just put up the contrast a bit, brightness a bit, should be fine there. Alright, now I'm going to scale it down. But here, excuse me, animate it. So click on the stopwatch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, should go all the way out. Of course, don't forget to turn on motion blur. Alright, let's go back to our composition. Cool, now we're gonna right click, new, adjustment layer, add the displacement map effect. Use the displacement map composition as the layer. We don't want to see this, so get rid of it. And you can see the shockwave is there, but it's really faint right now, so we're going to bump up the displacement, so about 25, 25. And boom. We also want to fade out the map here, so probably animate the opacity out from about here, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 0. So it just becomes expands and fades out. Actually, it should fade out while it's expanding. So we're just gonna move the keyframe a bit. Okay, cool. Now you may notice some clipping on the sides a bit. That's actually not that big of a deal, but if you don't like it, you can select your adjustment layer, double click the rectangle mask tool, and create this mask, and then hit MM, feather it by about 25, and then expansion, bring it down to -25, so it just hides the imperfection. So let's check out how that looks. Boom. Yeah, pretty badass, guys. Pretty badass. Of course, if you think that's too much displacement, you can just go back to the settings and drop it down. And if you guys want to know more about displacement maps, I also have a tutorial. I'll link it in the description below. Anyways, guys, that's it for this week's tutorial. And thanks a lot for tuning in. I'll see you guys next week.